And let me introduce Nicole Anderson, who is the chair of our Board of Outreach Ministries, and we're introducing various boards and ministries during our offering time.
Thank
Nicole?
you, Pastor. I have been a member of Resurrection here since 2007. Prior to that, I bounced around from non-denominational churches and other Lutheran churches throughout my time in the Air Force and in college. And when I moved to Newport News and found Resurrection, I knew that I'd found the church home that I had experienced growing up. And it had a lot of the positive qualities that my home church had. So I'm excited to be a part of the Board of Outreach Ministry. And that's what I'm here, standing up here today, is to tell you about how we are using the pledges through both your time, your talents, and your treasures to enact our mission here at Resurrection, to love, equip, and share. As Andy has been saying for the last few weeks, and we've also seen in letters and emails, October is Stewardship Month, and so we're going to highlight each Sunday a different board and how we enact those offerings. BoOM is what we call the Board of Outreach Ministry. It probably has the most catchy title, which is awesome. And like I said, I'm going to go over the... thank you, Andy. Someone's thinking of me up there. I'm going to go over how we engage our community, how we engage both locally and regionally and nationally. Many of you are familiar with Port, people offering resources together. Link is the arm that runs Port. We support them both financially and with our time. It's from November through April, neighboring churches in the peninsula will host people in their church that are homeless and provide them with a warm meal and a place to sleep. Our church will host them for 1 week. We'll provide them with a meal and a breakfast, and then other smaller churches that don't have the capability to host them will be bringing in those meals. We support them, like I said, financially and with our time. Peninsula Pastoral Counseling Center is a great local resource here in the community. It's a Christian-based counseling center that I have personally used, and I know others have used. If you've ever needed a counselor or sought counseling, when you can find someone that is Christian and shares the same beliefs as you, it really helps you in those endeavors. And we support them financially. Denby United Christian Outreach, also called Thrive, we support financially. That is an organization, non-for-profit Christian organization that combines the financial donations of many churches in the community as an outreach to those in need, both financially and emotionally, to sort of give them the tools that they can move away from the situation that they're in and sort of rise above that. The American Red Cross, we have a cadre of women in our church that run multiple blood drives throughout the year and provide a chili meal to those who both volunteer and donate their blood, and that's been very successful for our church. So there we support this with our time and our treasure. And our church school, we support them with financial support every year, and that's one of the best ways that we can support our community is by growing Christian leaders from an early age. Globally and nationally, we support with a tithe, much the way that we tithe here individually in the church. We tithe to the district and the synod, so we give financial offering to the Southeastern District and to the Missouri Synod District. I'm sorry, the Missouri Synod, they're not a district. And then globally, we support Wycliffe Bible translators. Mike and Heather Miller have been translating various native tongues into the Bible, or been translating the Bible into various native tongues, and they will actually be here on November 22nd during our adult Bible study hour to share with all of us what they do with the support that they receive from churches so that we can see how we can further help them. And Cru is Campus Crusade for Christ. As many of you know, we had previously supported Sarah Wallstrom. She was with Cru up in Baltimore. She has since left Cru, and so I contacted CNU Cru to see if they had a way that we could support them. And Maggie McNeely is going to be starting at CNU Cru here in November She was going to be here today to talk to y'all, but the weather kind of got the best of the situation. She's in Northern Virginia. But Campus Crusade for Christ, their goal is to fulfill the Great Commission, spread the Holy Gospel by reaching out to those, building them in their faith, and encouraging them to spread their faith. So this might be a way where our church can engage in someone here in our local community. So that is BoOM in a nutshell, and I ask that all of you prayerfully consider your pledges this year as we ask all members to do, and just know that the leadership here at Resurrection deliberately and diligently prays over the offerings that we get to make sure that we are the best stewards of the donations. Thank you.
Thank you, Nicole. And that's just an idea of where your money goes to support the many outreach ministries that we have going on here in and through Resurrection Lutheran Church and School.